The one thing that I say from my experience when I got started in the stock market is I just really didn't know where to start. I knew that I wanted to start investing because my job didn't offer me a 401k, and I knew I needed to start planning for my future and planning for retirement, and I wanted to have a additional way of putting my money to work outside of a traditional savings account. So that's actually what led me into getting interested in investing in the stock market and what I could do to start putting my money to work without having to start a business or without getting, an additional job or something of that nature. Just remember that there are risks with investing in the stock market. However, there's ways that you can take less risk, or you can be exposed to less risk in the stock market by investing in index funds, ETFs, and some people such as Dave Ramsey will recommend mutual funds. I personally don't invest in mutual funds, and just remember that this is just my experience. I am just sharing with you guys my experience in the stock market. This is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only, and you should seek professional advice just as a disclaimer. But for those of you who are interested in planning for retirement or putting your money to work for you, or you're seeing videos such as the ones that I share on my channel about different people's investing journey, and you just want to know how you can get started, there are outlets out there for the average Joe investor who wants to be a passive investor, and you want to just put your money into something where your money can work, such as an ETF or index fund, and you don't want to have to start with a large sum of money. And that's what I'm going to share with you guys today. Getting started on our investment journey can be tricky, it can be intimidating, and it can even be somewhat scary. Last week, I posted a video about how to start investing in order to reach financial independence or financial freedom. And today, I want to continue, I would say, a part two of that video on a way for new investors to get in the stock market, which one does not, in my opinion, feel so scary, but two, it also offers new investors a way to get in the stock market without needing or feeling as though they have to have a lot of money in order to get started. Like many Americans, some people feel as though they cannot afford to invest or to buy pricey stocks, shares of stocks. So they have something which is called fractional share investing. And I think that it is definitely something worth considering if you are a new investor. And what fractional share investing is that investors, old or new, can purchase a fraction of a security, such as a index fund or a mutual fund or an ETF, or even individual stocks if that's where you choose to invest your money. Now, by investing in fractional shares, investors hope to increase their overall holding, or your goal should be to increase your overall holdings over a period of time, where you're investing a certain amount of money to own a percentage of a whole share of a stock or a ETF or index fund. And as you continue to put money into these individual holdings or securities, eventually you'll have a full share, and you just continue to invest that way. But it just allows investors to invest and buy a dollar amount of a security versus a share of a security. Some markets, like the New York Stock Exchange, require investors to buy the whole share of a security. For investors that are unable to purchase high price stocks such as Amazon or Tesla shares, or even, Berkshire Hathaway, or, maybe some shares that we may not consider to be as expensive as new investors may consider to be expensive, such as Lockheed Martin, which is one a lot of people are talking about, or even some of the ETFs, such as, VU or VTI. They're able to invest a certain dollar amount into eventually owning a entire share of those securities. Some other benefits of investing with fractional shares is it allows new investors to invest whatever money they have available. Also, again, let's just say if you wanted to buy a position in stock XYZ, and stock XYZ costs $400, well, you can decide that you want to, invest $40 in stock XYZ, and now you will own 10% of stock XYZ. And then what you can do is you can set yourself a budget to invest X amount of dollars into your fractional share portfolio, either on a weekly basis or a monthly basis, or maybe however you get paid. And when you put that money into your fractional share portfolio, you can begin to allocate a set dollar amount into each security that you have in that portfolio. But again, one of the best things about investing in fractional shares is, for those of you who do not want to make investing, what do you want to call it? You don't want to make investing seem hard, or you don't want to put a lot of time into investing, you just want to own some ETFs or index funds. Fractional share investing will allow you to, let's just say, pick two or three index funds or ETFs of your liking, and you can say, hey, I'm going to put $100 a month into each one of these ETFs. And you can do that without having to worry about the price of that ETF at that time. You can do that with fractional share investing. So again, fractional share investing, it takes all of the complication of investing out of investing. You don't have to worry about what great stock to pick or what's the next big stock. You can simply invest in index ETFs, things of that nature that don't require a lot of work, and keep investing simple. And you can allocate a set dollar amount that you want to put into these securities at a set time of the month, or you can say however, you want to do it. But the main thing about investing is that we, one, get started. Two, that we keep it simple. We don't make it hard, because investing, in my opinion, is not hard. It's about understanding what it is, the goal that you're trying to reach. It's about knowing where you need to put your money in order to reach that goal and get the outcome that you desire, as well as what it is that you need to be investing in order to get the return, and not have to expose yourself to a certain amount of risk where you're unable to sleep at night, or you're stressing about the money that you have invested.